So, rain or other types of precipitation that contain elevated hydrogen ion, hydrogen levels, making it acidic, are referred to as acid rain. March. Elevated levels of hydrogen ions cause the rain to have a low pH, making it damaging to aquatic animals and plants, and it can cause paint to peel and corrode steel buildings, bridges, and stone sculptures. Acid rain develops when sulfur dioxide, sulfurdioxide, and nitrogen oxide, nitrogenoxide, emissions react with the atmospheric water molecules and produce acid. Although the effects of pollution on structures were noted in the 1600s, the relationship between atmospheric pollution and the acid rain it produces was first brought to attention in 1852 in Manchester, England. Governments have been working since the 1970s to reduce these emissions, and their efforts have had very positive results. Acid rain can also be produced from volcanic eruptions, volcaniceruptions, burning coal, and even rotting plant life. Acid rain cannot rot your skin. It usually doesn't taste or smell any different from normal rain. The sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide that creates acid rain can cause diseases such as cancer, asthma, asthma, and even heart disease. It's a concern in the air, but not in the rain itself. The acid in acid rain can damage a car's paint job, but it won't melt the car. Acid rain can actually kill a forest. The acid rain can kill the leaves on the trees by cutting off their light and nutrient supply. It also changes the acidity in the soil, making it impossible for trees and other plant life to grow. It also poisons the soil and plant life. When acid rain lands in the water, such as streams, lakes, and rivers, it changes the pH and makes the water toxic to the fish and other life in the water. Entire lakes have been declared dead because of acid rain. Acid rain has a pH of 4.3, while pure water is perfectly balanced at 7. Acid rain has the same approximate pH as vinegar and orange juice. Rain is not the only type of precipitation that can be called acid rain, though. Snow, fog, and even dust can contain the same damaging toxins as acid rain. Acid rain can be neutralized the same way as acid can be. In some environments, acid rain is more problematic. For example, Eastern Canada, Canada, lacks a natural alkalinity. Lime, is able to neutralize acid. But there is no lime in the ground. Is your nose bothering you?
I think he's got a bit of sickies.
In some areas, and because of this, the acid rain is able to do more damage. Sulfur dioxide, which is a major contributor to acid rain, is produced by burning fossil fuels, and it is a byproduct of many industrial processes. A large amount of the acid rain that reaches Canada is the result of emissions in the United States. Nitrogen oxide, a major contributor to acid rain, is produced by the exhausts from vehicles, from furnaces, and other equipment. A large amount of Canada's nitrogen oxide emissions also originate in the United States. Despite major efforts to decrease acid rain, it is still killing lakes and aquatic life. 95,000 lakes in North America have been damaged by acid rain. Isn't that a scary thing? 95,000 lakes. So let's recap quickly. Acid rain doesn't look, smell, or taste any different from normal rain, but its pH level is very low. If something's pH level is very low, it means it's very acidic. Something like a lemon or an orange or some vinegar. So that's the same pH as acid rain. And this acid rain is caused because there are elevated signs of hydrogen ions. There is also a horrible mix of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. And when these two things mix, they become very acidic and they mess with the water. And the acid rain causes problems because it cuts off the plant's light supply. It also cuts off its nutrient supply. It's also dangerous because if it lands in a lake or a river or a stream or a dam, it messes up the pH level of the water. And because fish are very sensitive, that water becomes toxic. And then they can't live there. And even though we've been trying really hard to fix the problem, unfortunately, we can't make everybody do what they're supposed to do. So like our paragraph says, Canada struggles with acid rain. But a lot of it comes from the United States. So we all, everyone, every country, every person, we all need to be doing the right thing. Because if somebody else isn't doing the right thing, that affects us. And that is not at all a good thing. So we've looked at the outline. In our next lesson about acid rain, we're going to look at what happens with those chemicals inside the water that makes it so acidic. But for now, we're just checking out how and what and why. So I want to see if you can come and sit in your chair and tell me how and what and why. And show me how clever you are, and maybe you can teach me a